Well, a Portland man will spend the next 20 years in prison after intentionally setting a fire to his apartment complex while also targeting his neighbors based on their race. Devin Haskins has that story.
It's been almost a year since a massive fire burned this East Burnside apartment complex. At least 2 people were injured as several residents had their apartments destroyed.
To have something like that happen at 6 a.m. in the morning before you're even awake, it's very, very traumatizing.
Caroline Reyes said her son is still traumatized by what happened.
My 5-year-old still has nightmares because I had to wake him up first thing. I mean, luckily we were awake to get out of the fire and the danger. And we had seconds to get out. Our living room was completely burned up.
She and other residents woke up in the early morning hours on July 11th to flames with little to no way to escape.
When I went to my door, I opened my door and nothing was recognizable. It's just a wall of fire.
Portland police arrested Sean Swartz for intentionally setting the fire inside his apartment where he lived alone. Investigators also say Swartz targeted his neighbors, yelling racist comments.
It's hard to put words to it, but it is a traumatic event that will be with us for the rest of our lives.
Abraham Olmos Gonzalez says he's lived near Swartz for close to a decade and has made several complaints.
Multiple reports made with no avail, and to be honest, it's something that we always knew was going to happen. We just didn't know how it was going to happen.
And as the judge issued the 20-year sentence for assault, bias crimes, and arson, Swartz wiped his eyes, his lawyer saying he doesn't remember.
He pleaded no contest to the bias crime counts in order to resolve the case, but he doesn't remember having the mental intent to express bias against anybody for any reason.
Olmos Gonzalez said it was important for him to speak at the sentencing to represent his community and not be afraid to speak up about a day that will stick with him forever.
It's important that people that look like me show up and represent what the other side of that looks like, and not to be afraid, and to know that, I have a community that represents me. So it's important for me to be here. And it is hard. It's very challenging standing here talking about one of the worst days of your life.
In Southwest Portland, I'm Devin Haskins, KGW News.